So it's one of the most exciting days on the show today as well, because we are taking a really tasty and a tasteful voyage into culinary paradise. I hope that you've got your passports and visas ready, because it is all about Italy today. We're so cool. We're literally the only cold drink in the desert and everybody wants a sip. So today we welcome the Italian-born chef Lapo Magni. Is it Magni? How do you say it?
Magni.
Magni. But isn't manger to eat?
Is mangiare.
Okay, so close.
Close. GN is ñ in Italian,
Ñ.
so Magni. Yum,
Thank you for coming. All right, and of course, his mother schooled him in traditional Tuscan cooking, and of course, you've got your family restaurant, so he's going to be here today. He's founded Lapo's Kitchen, which is based in Cape Town, and he's specifically here to show us the ropes to an exquisite Italian dish, and he's quite an exquisite Italian dish himself, so we're very happy to have you here. And then, of course, we can't forget about our favorite Chef Mo, who also joins us in the kitchen, and we're going to be cooking up quite an extravagant storm. Now, chefs, please do take us exactly what we're going to be making today. What are our mains?
Okay, we're doing a very traditional dish that is, I think, quite mainstream outside of the borders of Italy, and that is ravioli, which is a pasta pocket with homemade fresh pasta, a homemade delicious filling, and I will guide you through the few tricks and little tips that you need to know to make the best ravioli.
Oh, delicious. I cannot wait. And, of course, to get to the keyword to Lapo's luxurious ravioli, all you need to do is SMS the keyword EAT to 33650 to get cooking with us. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each, and free SMSs do not apply. And then, of course, there's our tasty dessert. Mo, what are we having for dessert?
So we're making something called whoopie pies.
A whoopie pie?
A whoopie pie. So it's like a light, fluffy, chocolatey dessert with a beautiful cream cheese center.
Amazing. Yeah. Whoopie. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 for that delicious whoopie pie. And of course, SMSs are R1.50 each, and free SMSs do not apply. Connect with us online and let us know what impersonations are you good at. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. I can't do any great impersonations. Can you do any?
You just did an Italian one, though.
Yeah, that's art imitating life.
Yeah, it's hands gesture,
Naturally,
you know.
Now, there can only be one outcome when you mix sheer wit, a heightened sense of humor, brains, and a bold work ethic. Our cook-along guest for today had internet users falling off their seats with her hilarious satirical skits. Her name is Lesego Tlhabi, or better known as Coconut Kells, and she absolutely had the nation in absolute stitches and begging for more. The media personality and comedian joins us now to chat about how it all started, having been educated internationally, to recently releasing her very first book. Please note that the content for today is feisty in nature. Have a look at this.
How's it, guys? Super busy these days, so I don't have time to go to the shops. And also, I don't like how many people there are. Skipingers. Think about it. I've never had to walk anywhere. I always take cars, and then my sissy carries me the rest of the way. So I don't know what it's like to stand in queues. And then when you stand in the queues and they just come and they press against you because they don't like personal space. Them. Look at the cashiers, guys. It's so rude. And they're just like, decline. Next. That's not okay. Not so loud, guys. I don't like to struggle. I don't even like to say the word. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Struggle. No, it doesn't work.
The hilarious Lesego Tlhabi. Welcome to the show. What an absolute joy having you. You are hilarious. Do you get into any trouble ever? You must offend a lot of people.
I don't think so, because they expect it. So I used to get in trouble, I think, before people really caught on.
Yeah.
And even they're not trouble, more just people being angry because they didn't get the satire.
Yeah.
But now not so much. I think I can get away with a lot more than other people can, because people know it's a character.
I love your sense of humor. I love satire. I just love anything that's funny. But one thing that lately that really bothers me. No one has a sense of humor anymore. Everyone is so sensitive and everyone's bothered about everyone else's opinion. How do you get around that?
Again, I think it's because of the character. Like I'm not coming from any place but to make people laugh and think.
Yeah.
So I think because it's not offensive, I'm not trying to come for people, I'm not trying to hurt people. I think that's something that people can gauge from my videos.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky that people get where my heart is coming from, what I'm trying to do, and that it's not to poke fun at people unnecessarily or in a mean way.
Yeah.
But it's just to poke fun at South Africans. And I also go for everyone. I go for Indian people, blacks, whites. So I think it's like all-encompassing. There isn't a group I don't go for.
Yeah. Where did Coconut Curls come from? Where did the idea come from?
Well, there was an incident at a high school that had to do with hair and the rules along black girls' hair specifically.
Yeah.
And I just saw the same comments on social media from from white people that were kind of just dismissive of the feelings of the black girls and black women in general around hair.
Yeah.
So, and it was the same comments.
Which is
over and over
upsetting
again.
because it's your
Girl,
hair.
don't touch my hair, don't touch my feelings about my hair.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and then I kind of saw the same comments. It's a code of conduct, guys, blah, blah, blah. And so I just one day picked my phone up and said the comments back, and then a character was created, I guess.
And then how did you, did you just wake up one morning and literally the internet had exploded?
No, it was a 2-year journey.
Yeah.
There was a video I did with another presenter that kind of exploded it even more.
Yeah.
But I think people kind of didn't see the long journey, so they kind of call me an overnight success. I'm like, oh, it's been 2 years.
But it takes 15 years to become an overnight success.
So then I'm an overnight
well
success.
Done.
So I've been grinding, been trying to do this, been pushing these videos, and it was like 100 viewers, and then 1,000 viewers,
Yeah.
and then to where we are now. But it was not as quick as people might think.
Yeah. Well, you were destined to be a star because
I was.
You can dance, you can sing. You were a professional dancer at one point. What kind of dance were you doing?
I was a competitive dancer, not professional. I was a teenage competitive dancer. I did hip hop.
Yeah.
And we went to Germany and we competed and we did not win, but we were top 10, so that's good enough.
Please show me some moves.
Right now?
Yeah, why not? Can you teach me
see, for
something?
me, I was here with tap dancing. I have tap dancing to teach you.
Oh, yeah?
So that we can probably do later because I do have my shoes here.
Do you really?
I am prepared.
Oh, you were going to do a whole performance for me later. That's beautiful.
Broadway, yeah. We have the whole thing.
Do you still dance competitively?
No, I don't. But I used to dance when I was in England,
Yeah.
sort of on the weekends and still do lessons. But I don't think there's a space like that in South Africa. I'm actually
what a
quite
pity.
bummed for people
Yeah.
who are adults but did do dancing as children and just want to keep up with it because all the adult classes are very beginner. So there's nothing for me anymore. But if you have a tap dance class that you know of for adults who
We'll join.
have done
I
it,
want to come as well.
Yeah, let me know.
I love anything on tap. Dancing, wine. Okay, now tell us a little bit about your book, Coconut Curls' Guide to Surviving This Beep Hole.
So it's basically Coconut Curls' videos come to life in a book. It's everything I've spoken about, it's everything I discuss, all the stereotypes, all the ways that she thinks in book form.
Yeah. Where were you raised? What was your family dynamic?
I was raised in Sandton.
Obviously. It all makes sense.
Not too far from Coconut Curls' world, which is why I'm able to, I think, do the character so well. But yeah, life was really fun. Oh, cute, man. She was adorable.
No,
she was
so cute.
So happy. She was very well loved, very well traveled. And me and my sister did dancing there as the beginning of it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very comfortable.
And then you moved overseas?
I did after, I went to university in South Africa.
Yeah.
Did not enjoy what I was studying.
Why? What did you study?
BCom.
Okay.
Which...
No. You are not a finance girl.
I am not.
You spend the finances.
I am not. So I tried, for the parents, because both my parents are doctors, so I don't think they understood. And I'm the only artist in my family.
Yeah.
Everybody else is in banking. My sister's in property. So I think they were just like, what is this thing? Do you want to be broke for the rest of your life? So I'm not broke now, Mom and Dad. So they eventually let me go study in London, and I did theatre. And I guess this was kind of where I am now from that.
What pulled you back to South Africa?
I always wanted to come back. I was never going to move away. I kind of was like, why be a small fish in a British pond rather than being someone who's pioneering something at home and also making it possible for South Africans in 10, 20 years' time to not even have to think about Hollywood or the West End. They can think about Joburg, Cape Town. And my family's here, my friends are here, the weather's great.
Of course.
Jeannie's here.
I'm here. We're now besties. Hello. Leopard's our new favourite colour. So
it's a neutral.
Now that we found each other, we can't let each other go.
No.
Now, what are your goals? I know that you said that you wanted to go into radio, but what's happening? I know that there's obviously lots happening in the pipelines for you.
So there's a lot of work now, which is really great. But a lot of it is sort of emceeing, acting, and TV work, which everything is NDA. Everything is like, I can't contract. But more TV in as Lesotho as well, which is quite nice, stepping out of the Kel's shadow for a bit and actually just starting my own career. But I'm still trying to, get the radio thing going, and I'm still writing, which is great. So I'm writing a movie at the moment with a team.
Wow.
And maybe a book for next year, who knows,
Well, this is absolutely hilarious. Coconut Kel's Guide to Surviving This Beep Hole. We absolutely love it. We absolutely love you. And we're so happy to have you here today. Who's going to be cooking with myself and Lapo in the kitchen? You or Kel's?
It's definitely Kel's space. She's a madam. She definitely belongs supervising in a kitchen.
Amazing. So after the break, we meet Kel's and we prepare a filling Italian dish with Chef Lapo.
On the next episode of The Next Brand Ambassador, things get cooking as the contestants have to produce an influencer-led social media campaign.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
It's time to put my big girl pants on.
All hell breaks loose. Oh no, here we go.
Ladies, I thought that we spoke about this. That is alarm bells. I say let's juice it out.
That's The Next Brand Ambassador. Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Repeat Saturdays at 2 p.m. only on SABC3. The stage is yours. Proudly brought to you by Capitec.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. I hope that you're having a glorious Tuesday afternoon. Things are about to get really fun in this kitchen. So when our guest Lesego and Coconut Kells recently visited Italy, she could not help but fall in love with the cuisine on offer. So we took inspiration from her trip and invited Chef Lapo to give us some of the give us really the ultimate masterclass on how to make Lapo's Kitchen ravioli. So please do SMS the keyword EAT to 33650 to get cooking with us. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each and free SMSs do not apply. Just gotten back from Italy?
Yes.
How amazing is that? Si.
It's just wonderful. Prego is all I say now. Just prego. Mwah, mwah.
Allora. All right. So let's get started. Chef Lapo, how do we do the basics from the very beginning?
Okay, let's. There's lots of work to do, so I'll get you guys involved. I believe someone here is preparing different stuff, but we're making the pasta dough. Oh, by the way, I really hope that they spoiled you there in Italy, and I'll try to take you as closer as I
I'll
can
tell them the
possibly
truth
be
if you don't take me close enough.
within the South African borders. All right, but yeah, so we're gonna make fresh pasta, which is so Italian, but there's a fine art in making the pasta, and most importantly, is a work of love. So I want you to put all of your love, channel this love into the dough.
I have so much love in me.
The dough
so
has a soul. It will fuel that love
Okay,
of yours.
let's
All
do
right.
it.
What makes pasta great is the simplicity of it. There's different ways. One of the most authentic one is the egg pasta, but there's also a water pasta for the vegan friends that are watching today, which is just water and flour. But it's a combination of two ingredients, moist fat ingredient and flour. So we got...
Is Kells a vegan?
She's a vegan, yeah. But also only from 9 to 5. Only from 9 to 5.
I knew it.
After 5, not so much. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're not doing the non-vegan now. Sorry for your friend. But,
cool, it's after 5.
You can always drop your message. I'll explain to her. But the egg, so we...
Do you want to learn to do this over here?
You're going to do it as well.
We're going to make the dough. So you guys need to kind of work the dough, put all of your love in it, so then the dough will be fantastic. And Mo, you're going to do it
I'm joining you. I'm
alongside.
following suit.
Okay,
good.
listen carefully.
So now you've got to work the dough instead of working to make dough.
Now we've got cream and so on.
All right, let's do
more
it.
strong. Okay, so what we have here, we pre-measured. So the idea, the golden ratio is 1 egg for 100 grams of flour.
Okay.
That is not a permanent sort of ratio because it can change according to different factors, humidity, the size of your egg, and on and on. So we pre-measured about 400 grams of flour. That's our guideline. And in here, I got 6 egg yolks without the whites and then 2 whole eggs. Go in, put it in. Now, grab a fork from there and let's start whisking it. Please, very quickly. Otherwise, the flour is going to stick to the egg too quickly. There you go. Oh, so much sass in that whisk.
Look at all that. She's a natural.
Wow. Sure, look at that. It's already mixing nicely. Okay, what we're trying to do here is to collect a little bit of flour at a time and incorporate it slowly with the egg mixture. We made a little...
Look how good you're doing
this.
this.
Fantastic.
I told you, I was just in Italy, guys.
I love it, Joe.
Well, you know what? Because my only skill in the kitchen, like my favorite thing to make is reservations.
Sounds great. I mean, it's great to be
What happens when it gets difficult to whisk?
There you go. Now, stop there, my darling. Now there's a crucial point. Now, I'm doing everything inside a bowl because you could do it directly onto your working surface, which is most people do in the most traditional way, but it will make a bit of a mess. Now, we're trying to contain the mess inside here. Now, stop it here because now the egg is just mixed with the flour to a point that is starting to lump up. So now is when we're going to get our hands involved there. I'll start this because this is the most technical part, but you got to try and make the shape of the dough already.
No, I'm competing here.
I'm not.
And I'm going to take it out here now. Don't be worried the fact that it's a bit broken apart. Now, by doing the kneading process, we'll develop the gluten inside our flour, which will bind to the... Sorry for the gluten-free people as well. Gluten comes from Latin, means glue, which ties things together. That's why dough comes so nicely. Now, we're developing that gluten with the moist part and we add a little bit more flour. And then with your hands, you start, channeling and making the love to your dough. So, ladies, I want you to be vigorous.
You are amazing.
You're good with your hands.
Energized, but yet gentle. It's very important not to overstretch the dough, but stretch it a little bit. So please come with your lovely soft hands and do your... I mean, like,
Are you
food-
single? Are you single?
Food is definitely sensual, which is of the senses. So yes, there you go. Let's, ladies, get your hands floury with the palm of your hand. Just a little bit of flour.
Beautiful.
With the palm of your hand, push that flour in with the moist spot.
This is beautiful.
There you go. Come on, Jean.
Great work,
A
Jean.
little bit more
Put your
work
back
into
into
that.
it.
Come on. You're not caressing
Here's
it.
another.
You're kneading it.
was.
Push it down, caress. There you go. And then
I think I
take
got it
this
right.
part and it looks like you're giving it CPR. There you go. Push it. Save that dough. It's going to die.
Hard time in this
Save it.
Okay, now is that
Giving
not
CPR to the dough. Yeah.
good? There you go. I'm not
Okay.
very.
Yes.
being
Okay.
needy.
I'll take off.
Are we doing well?
Yeah, you guys are more CPRing it than actually needing it. Okay.
Okay, okay. We like
With your
it.
hands like that, and then go and stretch, push it and stretch it. A little bit. It's the all arm motion,
Okay, let
not
me
just
try
your
again.
hands.
It's 'cause I don't
The whole
cook.
arm. Use a little bit of your
Push
body
and
weight.
stretch.
There
This is
you
very
go,
stressful.
Jeannie. You're a
Push and
fast learner.
stretch. Am I? Was that really good?
Yeah. I mean, from the start, from
stretch.
CPR to go stretching. I love it.
Push
And how's the ladies that side there?
More fun.
I
More
think
fun.
you're doing better
okay.
than us here.
No.
A little bit more time, a little bit more vigor to
There
it.
you go.
A little
Push
bit
and
more
stretch.
vigor.
Push and stretch.
I believe you
She
guys are also making the filling as you're making
We are
the
doing
dough,
the
We're
right?
definitely doing the filling.
Which is the
Thanks God to
butternut.
television, we can fast forward in time and back in time, right?
Exactly.
That's the power. we
Okay,
have.
now that our dough is kneaded, what's next?
Oh my God, you're not even close. Okay, I'll take on that a little bit.
Thank
Just
you.
here, but the idea is to be as quick as possible because, first of all, you develop the gluten much better into the moist spot, but also the dough dries as we speak. So we want to keep it as moist as possible. When it dries, it breaks and it cracks. And we're making ravioli. It needs to be very elastic and very soft. But, what I'm doing here is just making it smooth. We usually should go for about 5 minutes like that. So if
Okay.
you want to have a chat, we can talk.
Okay, and the dough is the most important part, hey?
The dough is fundamentally what makes a great pasta. And so you need a good quality flour. You hopefully want to go for stone ground flour. You want to use local flour if you can, organic even better.
Beautiful.
And then most importantly, the eggs. Let's get fresh eggs, farmer eggs, not the commercial lot eggs. And we'll make the pasta stand out.
Perfect. From the horse's mouth. Now, join us after the break as we make the final touches to our exquisite ravioli dish. This is amazing. Thank you.
That's it done.
On the next episode of The Next Brand Ambassador, things get cooking as the contestants have to produce an influencer-led social media campaign.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
It's time to put my big girl pants on. All hell breaks loose.
Oh no, here we go.
Ladies, I thought that we spoke about this. That is alarm bells. I say let's juice it out.
That's The Next Brand Ambassador. Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Repeat Saturdays at 2 p.m. only on SABC3. The stage is yours. Proudly brought to you by Capitec.
back to Afternoon Express. It is literally my favorite cooking show on TV at the moment, and we are back in the kitchen putting the finishing touches on our amazing ravioli dish. So please SMS the keyword EAT to 33650 to get cooking with us. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each, and free SMSs do not apply. We have the amazing Lapo from Lapo's Kitchen in the loft with us, and of course the incredible coconut Kels. Kels, I want to know, what are your dietary rules?
Well, here we've got
perfect diet.
Yeah, I mean, here we've got pumpkin, which is amazing because you can make whatever this is. And then use the rest to make a pumpkin spice latte, which is like the most Caucasian dish you can have, drink. So it's amazing. Double tips.
Stunning, stunning.
Don't waste.
Yes.
How is your dough coming along? It's looking good.
Yeah, so I'm doing a little quick comparison of doughs. I thought that those ladies were ahead of us, but actually, I think they were too involved into thinking about, oh, the dough is so nice.
Oh, no.
I mean, we don't cook.
We
You
tried.
gave us you cook.
I did.
She made us fail, and she's a
Even
chef.
I got it wrong.
Fire
It's
her,
really
fire
soft,
her.
guys. You have to put more flour in
That
and
is-
have a little bit. So you want to see the little elasticity. You want the dough to bounce back.
Oh,
So
okay.
See,
just
ours has got good bounce back.
not to do at home, guys. Not to do at home. You want to spend more time incorporating that flour in. Okay.
I just want to
Okay.
spend time buying it from Woolworths, honestly, if I'm telling you the truth. I don't want to spend time making it.
Fair enough.
Okay, what is our next step?
Okay, we're rolling.
Okay, beautiful.
And you
this
guys
side,
filling?
the filling, which is some butternut
Yeah.
that we didn't have to chop.
We didn't.
We didn't have to chop. And then we're going to add some olive oil.
Okay.
Lots of extra virgin olive oil. Is that right, Chef?
Yes, generous. You want to
Generous.
bathe in olive oil.
Okay.
I do actually want to bathe
For
in
real.
olive oil. Do you know what that would do to my
It's the
skin?
Holy
I saw a
Grail.
video where someone was bathing in olive oil.
Coconut oil is the new now. Oh, extra
Okay.
virgin olive oil.
Okay.
And
Extra
then
virgin.
some rosemary sprigs.
Okay.
And then that roasts at 220 degrees.
Yeah.
Also just season it generously until you get to this roasted butternut.
Perfect. Then what?
And then we mix this with our ricotta.
Oh,
That goes into there.
Jeez.
And then we
amazing. Carls, I'm
blend it.
going to allow you to do that.
Okay.
Because I know it's your favorite.
I mean, it's also my first time cooking, so it's super exciting. It's on live TV.
Yeah,
So then if you're not a good cook, what do you eat every day?
No, my other Cece, she cooks. Yeah, I don't cook myself, so this is just like really
So-
cool.
so I'll be your cook.
She's my Cece for now. I'm actually going to hire her. She's pretty
Okay,
great.
Thanks.
You work for me now. Okay.
All right, Lapo, this looks fantastic.
Okay, so you want to allow the dough to rest at least half an hour to 1 hour in the fridge. And as I say, thanks goodness to our power to go back and forward in time.
Yeah.
We have had time to let this dough rest, so then it's ready to be rolled. So I'm rolling it through our pasta machine. This is a tool that is quite essential for you to roll the pasta. Pasta machine, way widely found everywhere in South Africa. The best brand is Imperia, and I'm rolling it now through each of the numbers that you can select.
Can I
which
give
is
it
the
a try?
side. Of course. There you go. There you go. Other way, other way.
There you go.
See me roll.
Let's see me roll.
There you go. There you go.
And each time you put it in, it just gets thinner.
one layer. Of
I want them to put me through this machine.
Oh, she's blitzing. She's blitzing.
Yeah, blitz it, blitz it. Yeah, cover yourself.
You didn't warn us. This is a fabulous, expensive dress, my God.
Okay.
What happened? You
Yeah.
didn't get your drink.
I'll take
She's
this
just
side.
blitzing. It's a lot
And I just
happening.
broke the
No,
thing.
it's okay. You can fix it. There you go. Now turn. Quick. Go.
Wow.
Time is ticking. Time is kicking. People are waiting for our ravioli. They
know.
want to eat. Okay, go
Yeah,
down
perfect.
another one. Go. Quick. Beautiful. And as we stretch it, the
Yeah.
dough develops, and you get this beautiful pasta sheet that is.
Beautiful. Another one?
Another one, the smallest one
Do
for
you
the
want to
ravioli.
give this a try?
Maybe that's easy.
Yeah, you go. Then help it. Pull it out and stretch it a little
There
bit.
you go.
Gently.
You had a lot of
Gently,
innuendos in your language.
Gently.
Gently pull it out.
Gently. There you go. Gently
There you
through.
go.
And that's the pasta
Ta-da!
sheet. And then
Done.
with the back of your hand, you can play with it. Feel it. All that onto your hand. And that's our pasta. Ooh,
Oh, I wouldn't give it to me if I
So
were
this is a
you.
Dolce & Gabbana.
Nice. How beautiful, huh? It
How
feels
pretty.
Nice and smooth. We're
Can we
doing
wear it as a
the
scarf?
sauce there. Well done, more, thinking ahead there. You got a chef mind there. Okay, my darlings, lay it out here very nicely.
All right, now we're moving on to our butternut.
The butter sauce.
Okay.
So, Chef, how do you want...
Okay, so now we want to melt the butter. We're going to toast the butter, which means that...
On my Instagram live.
Hello.
Hi.
So now you want to cook the butter until it get golden brown. You can throw the sage in it. The sage leaves there.
Okay.
You pass it on. And as soon as it gets nice and foamy, you will see that it starts changing color. You want to monitor the change in color until it gets dark brown hazel. The sage will fry and become crispy. We'll remove that, and in that brown butter, we're going to toss our beautiful ravioli.
Oh, how delicious.
I got a piping bag here with the filling that we did there, blended smooth, and I'm just going to squirt the little filling in here.
You definitely needed hot with that. Oh, this is absolutely amazing.
And 3.
This looks like the other emoji. The one emoji.
The little brown
the
one.
The other emoji.
7. Now
So what did you go to Italy for holiday?
Yeah, just to de-stress and get away from
Everything.
Africans.
What do you think about Italian men?
I love them, so if you're
quite
single,
smooth,
let me know.
Yeah, very
I'll just de-stress you because pasta making is so
Oh,
hard.
that's lovely. Thank you. I need some distress.
Okay.
The life of a chef.
The life of a comedian.
Okay, I've put
de-stress
the
together.
filling here. That's a simple way. Instead of layered with another pasta sheet, we just actually fold them onto the existing sheets like that, and we'll fold it up.
Do you want to try this one
Fold
with
it up.
me?
You ladies follow me and tighten on
Besties
the
folding
side.
pasta.
Okay. I can see the butter is still going nicely there. You need a little bit more. So you want to just kind of fold it in a half precisely like that, right?
Okay.
And then seal it around the filling and tie it with your hands. Tight, tight, tight.
that?
Tight, tight, tight. So you enclose the pasta pocket in it, okay? Trying to get all of the air bubbles out.
Yeah.
A little bit of extra flour on top and
I
around.
actually think you're doing quite a good
I
job.
think
Yeah, you
so.
guys
I'm
are-
opening my restaurant tomorrow, Kel's Caucasian Italian kitchen.
It actually has quite a good ring to
It
it.
really does. And Sea Point.
You can do like, I don't know if you can say it, but you can do, I would love to create a style of cuisine that is Italian but African at the same time. And I thought about a word and I would say Afro-Italian. Is
No,
that
European Italian.
European Italian?
That's better.
Not Afro-Italian? Why
Not
not?
Afro-Italian?
Because afros are not great. Straight hair.
I love
European.
Afros. Give it a little stir there. The brown butter is
Okay.
getting brown.
Yes.
Afro-Italian, but it's Africa meets Italy in
I
a
just don't
clash
like, no.
of like loud
Europeanness.
culture.
Yeah. I love the idea.
Okay. And it's fine, you can say that, huh? It's not an appropriation of culture,
Yeah.
I'm saying. Okay.
Okay, now what's the next move? What do you do with the fork?
Now I'm consolidating the seal. So with a fork, I'm going all around and I'll show you the motion. You guys can do it with this long side of the... I'm doing this because you don't need to buy any specific tools to do that.
Yeah.
So it's something that you can do at home. So with the long side of your fork, seal them up. With the other side, close it up. And you got the sealed ravioli here, and then you take your knife and you just cut the edges. I'm glad you're having a good time here, my darling. And that's our ravioli, ready to go. So ladies,
Into our
do
hot water.
that.
Okay.
Into hot water.
Yes.
Toss, boil, bring the water to boil, salt it nicely. You want to taste the salt in the water. Remember, you're not going to eat the water. So if it tastes salty, you're not gonna have the dish tasting salty. Just the water. We'll give nice seasoning. And then we'll toss them in that beautiful butter that is brown and toasted. We remove the sage leaf out of it.
Yes.
Toss the ravioli in it, and then on our plate, generous amount of Parmigiano Reggiano, because life without
Definitely.
Parmesan is a mistake.
No life at all.
And then we've got some almond biscuit that in Italian are called amaretto, which is a traditional almond-infused biscuit that we crushed and made it into a dust. We'll put that dust on top of the ravioli to give you crunchiness against the sweetness of the butternut, the savory of the fresh leaf that has been fried, and Parmigiano. You got a recipe for a glorious mouthful of joy. Okay.
Beautiful.
How's this guy? He's definitely a glorious mouthful of joy.
Thank you. That's flattering. I like
No,
it to be a
just
mouthful
the
of
way
joy.
you say things makes everything look better. Okay.
We can go in.
So this was the fastest ravioli ever done. Okay, ladies, should we throw them in the pasta?
Yes.
Quick. We're losing ourselves in conversation.
I know. And in your eyes.
Not much
as well.
action.
The blue
Okay.
pools of
How
his
long
eyes.
does the pasta cook?
Well, when it's done fresh like that, it will take 3 minutes maximum, or until they start floating in your water. I'm gonna give you the cut ones. And like a good South African slang, please gooi inside there.
Gooi it in.
Gooi in it.
Amazing.
Gooi.
Another
like
one.
that.
And then these look amazing. They're going to be so delicious.
The color of the
juicy.
pasta is beautiful. The elasticity is nice.
It's like Helen's skin. So beautiful and white.
I think your skin is better than Helen's skin. Okay. Gooi.
I'm gooing.
Maar gooi.
Okay.
Woo, well done.
Wow.
This has been very stressful for me today.
Welcome to the life of a chef, my darling.
You're an absolute legend.
Please
Else,
don't touch
do you
him.
approve?
Please don't touch him again.
He's yours.
Okay.
Okay, now over this, we're going to be putting the sauce.
Yeah.
That's your sauce, and is that it?
Not the sauce over, the ravioli over the sauce.
In the sauce.
That's the biggest mistake that people do about Italian cuisine. You take the pasta, you cook it, and then you take the sauce, and then you put the sauce on top of the pasta.
Yeah.
You want to toss it, because the pasta's got flour in it, right? Porous, it absorbs the sauce. You want to emulsify it into the sauce, so the pasta get the taste as well.
So how do we know when that is done, or when it's al dente?
2-3 minutes when they're floating. They look like they're floating. 2-3 minutes have gone.
Okay.
And
So
then
we've got
again,
floaters.
gooi in the butter.
Gooi them in.
Gooi in the butter.
Okay.
And then give it a nice toss more. There you go.
The butter is dark. It looks like moussey.
Now when it become hazelnut color, it caramelizes nicely. The same process we apply to the filling. Why do we want the butternut to look like black and a little bit on the edges? Because that's the sugar in the butternut that is caramelizing, and it will give a fantastic taste.
Look how glorious
Now,
this looks.
ladies, I'll let you do the highest part of the kitchen. You guys must do the plating.
Good luck with that.
Is this it?
Yes.
And then Mo has prepared
I'm going
some
to put this
fried
out, and then
sage
you're
for
going
you.
to plate the rest. This is
Okay.
your vibe.
First,
Okay, that
atmosphere.
part there needs to go. No,
Wait.
this
Just
one, flip it
atmosphere.
around, because this is the flat part. So
Jeannie.
this is the top
Get it
part.
together.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, Jeannie. There
you
go.
go.
Brava. And then another one there.
Grazie mille.
Oh, prego,
Bello ragazzo.
amore.
And fried sage.
And the fried sage. And this one, the fourth one in the middle there. Amazing.
Beautiful.
Look at that ravioli swagger.
Okay.
And before, that's the final one. And this is life.
Parmigiano.
Parmigiano Reggiano. Please make sure you guys get real Parmigiano Reggiano. Don't go like Parmesan style or grated
budget of the
Parmesan.
show.
Yeah.
Parmigiano Reggiano. That's what we want. Sage in the center there. Make it look pretty.
Yeah.
Make it look pretty. There you go. Oh, okay.
Oh, she is an artist.
This is going in the Louvre.
Wow.
We haven't finished yet. The
That is
biscuit
absolutely
powder. Biscuit powder there. Sprinkle it like
my
a
sister
salt
has one of
bed.
these.
Like an African
women,
salt
yeah, they like cooking in these things.
There you go. There you go. I mean, 2/3 of it went all the way out, but a little bit
I think
went
you
in.
should do that again.
Probably.
I think you should try again.
Biscuit Bay.
There you go. Now,
Beautiful. You're
well done.
amazing.
Well done.
Well done.
Love, this is absolutely glorious. I cannot wait to eat this. Oh, now remember to get the ingredients list and the link to this delicious recipe sent to your phone. Simply SMS EAT to 33650 and we'll send you Lapo's delicious ravioli recipe. Now it's the moment all of the sugar lovers have been waiting for. We make really decadent mama bake whoopie pies after the break.
Every day, brave young kids around our country fight their own private battle against cancer. To show them that other kids and families have got their back, a portion of the proceeds from every NutriKids product sold will go to secure the next Clover NutriKids Choc Home in Port Elizabeth, a support base where children undergoing treatment and their families are accommodated, supported, and given a fighting chance against cancer.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. I hope that you're having a stunning afternoon. Now, no cook-along is complete without a decadent and delicious treat. So our Mama Bake whoopie pies offer a great deal of chocolate indulgence with a soft, fluffy center. Now, these are really great for the whole family to enjoy. So to get the recipe, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each and free SMSs do not apply. Hello, whoopie.
Hey,
These look fun.
Whoop, whoop. So what makes them nice and light is that we actually aerate all our ingredients.
Okay.
So we've really creamed our Mama Bake with some sugar, and in here we're going to sift some flour.
Okay.
And all our dry ingredients get sifted. Okay. So that's going to incorporate some air, and that's what makes it a bit lighter, and also maybe like you'll just enjoy having one whoopie pie.
More than likely not.
Likely
I'm
not.
happy with that.
So some dark chocolate cacao.
Oh, but this looks like it takes a while.
Well, not really. And some bicarb and a bit of baking powder. So
And then
that's
why do
what-
they have to be pushed through? Like, why does it have to, just to make it fluffier, lighter?
Just to make it a bit more fluffier. And I like to think that, you know, maybe it's less calories.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, right?
You shouldn't have told me that,
I
because now all
know.
these whoopie pies are going to be done in minutes.
The lighter they are, the better for us.
Yeah, I think so too. If you eat one on a treadmill, does it make it a little bit more healthy?
I think it helps a great deal.
Me too.
If you do work out and have them.
Well, now we know what the rest of my afternoon will be spent.
So to our creamed Mama Bake and caster sugar, we add some buttermilk, also going to like create a bit of acidic environment. That's going to incorporate with the bicarb to activate it a bit.
Yeah.
An egg and a bit of vanilla paste.
Yeah. How often, when you've made these, did you get annoyed and then just dump it all in?
Well, it does. If you do want the light result, you're going to take some time. But you know, if you haven't got the time, don't skip the.
Well, this
sifting.
is nice. It's going to be so worth it.
It is
and
worth
actually
it.
doesn't take that much time.
Yeah.
Yummy.
And once that is all sifted, that goes into here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want all of it, yes.
Yes.
Because with baking, you've actually got to follow the exact amounts in the recipe.
Yeah, it's like a science, which is one of my weak points, but this is easy enough. This is easy enough, yeah. Beautiful, and then that gets incorporated into that. And then all we have to do is just scoop them out onto our baking tray, and they bake for like 15 to 20 minutes.
All right.
Right, so then once that's done, we move over to our baked ones.
So this was them. You just dumped them on as little lumps.
Yeah.
And then
look at that color, isn't that amazing? Because we use the dark cacao. For the filling, we can either do some marshmallows, which you just melt in the microwave quickly.
Do you know what the best thing in the world is? A stale marshmallow.
Really?
Oh, best thing ever.
But I like a little cream cheese with my chocolate.
All right.
So we just mix some icing sugar and our cream cheese, and then we can start assembling, and that is it, basically.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
I like, so assembling, you're going to put cream cheese on the marshmallow? Double
If you want.
Or just that?
I think.
Not convinced.
I'm good with that.
So this is absolutely an absolute treat. So please do SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. And if you need a little reminding of how all these steps were put together, here's a quick recap.
Made with love by Clover.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover. Now, today, the modern woman has a lot on her plate, and having to balance a career with your personal life can be extremely overwhelming. So this often leads to self-care taking a backseat. But today, we need to ditch the negatives and make a positive change. So a pact of self-care, ensuring we feel empowered always. Now, someone who knows how busy life can get a little bit chaotic is definitely Lesego Tlhabi, aka Coconut Curls. And we've invited her back in studio to give us her self-care tips. What does self-care mean to you?
Well, because I've been hospitalized or like been given time off sick from exhaustion, I didn't think, you know, when you see like Lindsay Lohan hospitalized for exhaustion, I mean, hers might not be, but I literally thought it was a fake thing.
Hers were maybe drug related.
Maybe. I mean, maybe the drugs are making her tired, whatever. But so seeing that exhaustion was real for me was when I realized that sometimes taking time off, sometimes just relaxing and not doing anything, not working, not, you know, giving your time to other people is self-care. And so for me, it's switching off things, just being with, I mean, for me personally, being with my boyfriend or my friends or my mom, but just removing myself from work-related things. Today, I'm not going to work. This week, I'm not going to work because I'm feeling like I have a lack of energy.
Yeah. What pushed you to that level of exhaustion?
I worked a job that was both a day job and a nighttime job. So at night, we'd go to gigs, events, and go shoot content there, and then come back in the morning for the daily show. So it was just extremely tough to balance staying awake until 5 a.m. sometimes, coming in at 9 and doing it all over again for a long period of time. So that's what really happened, was just I got really sick and I couldn't place what was wrong because it wasn't flu related, it wasn't sort of stomach related or anything like that. And then I went to a doctor who said, you just have a lack of energy and you're exhausted.
Adrenal fatigue. It happens to the best of us. Now, for me, self-care definitely, you know, combines mental, you know, connecting your soul, your body and your mind. But I also love a good pamper. I do love soft skin.
For me, also, I'm a mask girl.
What are your favorites?
I'm sitting, I'm doing masks every week, you know, just for myself, with a lot of music playing in my space. And then I love my nails. So doing my nails, even though I get them done by someone else, is also a form of self-care. It's a form of pampering. I mean, they're due for a 2-week fill.
I mean, look at us. I'm ready for my 1-week fill already.
So, but that's a form of self-care. Just anything where I feel like I'm getting beautified, I'm getting relaxed, because I like my skin to pop, I love my nails to pop. So that kind of thing is also self-care for me.
I mean, don't you love us? New besties.
Like, really, guys, we're getting a necklace made right now.
We are. So thank you again for joining us. It's such a treat having you in the loft. So, of course, we often need reminding that there is always time for a little bit of self-love, no matter how you get tied up in this crazy little thing called life. So don't forget to embrace your time to shine by opting for Big Soleil disposable razors, available at your local leading retailers nationwide. Now, joining us at the table, well, join us at the dinner table in a little while, as we're going to be indulging in the fruits of our zest-filled labour after the break. Make this summer your time to shine with Big Soleil.
Every day, brave young kids around our country fight their own private battle against cancer. To show them that other kids and families have got their back, a portion of the proceeds from every NutriKids product sold will go to secure the next Clover NutriKids Choc Home in Port Elizabeth, a support base where children undergoing treatments and their families are accommodated, supported, and given a fighting chance against cancer.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, not so long ago, televisions used to feel like a simple screen that simply showed our favorite series or films. But these days, we expect so much more from our devices. The LG NanoCell range takes us a massive step into the future with the presence of the latest AI technologies. Not only can this amazing display tailor set its screen options to make whatever you're watching seem simply outstanding, but furthermore features LG's amazing ThinQ AI. With ThinQ AI, you can basically ask your NanoCell for quick updates on the weather or even ask it to recommend something to watch. With intelligent learning capabilities, your viewing history will automatically be analyzed and refined so that your NanoCell will always pick the right fit for morning, afternoon or evening viewing. The LG NanoCell range is set to make your lounge space elegant, classy and sophisticated. How fabulous. And it looks good too. Something else that looks good, tastes good, sounds good is this. You've got a taste. Can I dish for you?
Yes, you can.
Oh, amazing. This is really, but you can sing as well, actually. So
I
can. Beautiful. I mean, Lafo is incredible. His food is amazing, and I'm dying to try.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetit. Appetito.
It's Italian.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Shaman, I'm not acting.
Oh, wow.
I'm not acting. This is really good.
I know. How good is it?
This is really good.
We've even lost coconut curls.
Yeah. Why did that?
That's how good it was. Outstanding.
Okay. You know, I'm definitely...
It's inspired a performance.
It has.
I cannot wait. You're amazing. Oh. Thank you so much.
Tap shoes and scene.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much for the invite.
So future plans?
Dinner with you tonight, but just now, book launch at V&A Waterfront.
Exactly.
Please get there. I'll be beating traffic. And
why should people read your book?
Because it's the funniest book I've ever seen. But it's a really good book. It's a South African book. I think everyone will enjoy it, from different races, different ages. I've gotten feedback from old white ladies, young black people, you know, so it's a super book.
Thank you so much for being here. You are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Good night and God bless.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.